ways need patching up.
Welcome home, Sid.
Need 50 good...
Clive, you're back.
I am. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more.
Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's fact. I expect that was your doing as well.
It's...
One for the history books, Al.
Welcome home, Clive.
it's good to be back.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto. Any, word on the Royalist move?
Shouldn't you be putting your feet...
Thank you.
Ah, the conquering hero returns. And with hardly a scratch on.
I may have picked up one.
Well, the fact that the scent of...
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the... As did his men. Orcs, Vivian. The Waluders must... Why work to... It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map? The Kingdom of Walud claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Walud shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Walud? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waluda standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the Royalists betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow if one is to cure a sickness. Indeed he is. Well, not quite. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. The wounds he left that night are still raw. Consider it the price.
I've never known you to be...
What can I say?
I suppose we are.
Well, someone looks...
Nothing escapes you, it's true.
Good. I'm starting to get a crick in my neck.
Blackthorn.
What is it? I'm busy.
I wanted to tell you that...
This is under a new Sid.
I'll try to live up to the name.
Clive.
No.
Look, he's crying.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and...
All right. Brilliant.
Finally, a new...
It does.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot...
Hippocrates. After Kuka, I need to know what he is.
Alas. No, not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact.
But I saw him.
I don't... Alas, it seems... To others...
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, but until I do...
Thank you. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
Thanks to Sid.
He cracked the crystal too? You're joking.
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips. Hugo Kupka is dead.
You barely sat down since you came home.
Just spreading the word.
So, the Professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him.
You're right. I should. And I will.
Well, when you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tong down in that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud.
Very well.
If I don't come up with something soon. All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise. Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely, and those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood. And which is where I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little bit. The stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Good old Clive. I'll open you. First things first, I need some... The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from... The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into... And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of...
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily...
Think mid might need some help.
Blackthorn,
Out with it.
it's for mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. Spare my... Go on, then. What is it?
She said you would know.
Krieger's Tates. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. And I'll need help. Get Gavin in it.
All right.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, hasn't she? Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave.
And,
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at a temperature, which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Valcroy. Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and...
Well, we'll get it done quicker if one of us should probably...
and the other can go in.
Right then.
We'll make him... You going after the Stardust then, are you? Which one of these two?
Gav, you...
All right, then. So, what?
There's a river that runs through the southern reach.
Southern Reach. I'll go and scout the place out. See about how...
All right.
While you're off,
You to it.
please...
Looks like I found the river. Now where's Gav. Sorry to keep...
Better late than I've had a... Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over in Dal, but if...
Then let's get...
We shall.
So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me. That should be enough for now. Let's see how Gav's getting on.
You finished? How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
Oh, you win. That might even be enough for old Black. Hey, feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know,
It does, doesn't it?
back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in that.
There was a lot to work out.
And there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain. Hardly ever see you around the hideaway nowadays. Always on some, you can take a day off.
Says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
I know I can count on you, Gav.
Likewise. So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going. Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you. Right. That's enough soppy shite for one day. We'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn before he slings his hammer at someone.
You go on ahead. And try to get some rest once you're there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. After Blackthorn gets what he needs.
Right. Ready to go home, boy? Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs. Blackthorn, got everything you need?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
We should go out on maneuvers together more often. It beats sneaking around on your tud all the time.
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
He cracked the crystal too? You're joking.
It's no joke.
Clive? Not saying Fordian, do you? That it? Fine.
I went up to give some greens to the drunk boat. Mid hasn't.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in. Why would anyone want to do that?
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn's...
Excellent.
So,
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
salvage from the ruins.
Ah, but we don't...
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name? Right.
Oh, Sid.
Yes.
I'll show you the plans. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the Now, in other words, the reactor would... This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see. And so, our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. And, why? If sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly.
You can stop there. Mid said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's no longer...
I see. Would that help?
Oh, I'll gather my...
Good day to you.
The crystals we get from the tail are all but worthless.
It's not just the crystals. Bearers are having trouble with their magics as well.
Oh, there you are, Sid. The ruins are just over...
Of course. Anybody home? This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go.
Farewell.
The things I do for you.
Sid!
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let...
All right.
Get it, boy!
We'll see you soon.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm.
Excellent. Another job well...
And just...
Right.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop. But those things will still be spitting, which is why you need proper shield. A prison for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be... I need something light. But I've wrapped my brain...
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek.
Tomes? Yeah. Well, I'd thought I've got all the details written down. Can you take this to him? See what he makes...
Right away. Hippocrates.
For you, Clive?
Well, actually, it's for Mid this. Did you take a look at that?
Shielding for a myth. What are these?
She has some specific requirements for the materials, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light, as you can imagine. She's struggling to...
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the...
Perhaps. It is not a different material.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quick, and yet we have made a home here from...
We have, but Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelisk complains that without a constant supply of... I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and what...
So if we could
it might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection Mid requires. I shall speak to them and see if you, the knowledge...
Thank you. And
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do some...
The other... Can
we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill...
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. So, Clive, who will accompany you on your little excursion?
Very well. So then, what do we need?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list.
White chocobo eggs. Are you sure this list is right? I would have thought the ingredients would be a little more exotic.
Though these items may seem mundane, so much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to it now, of course. They can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find it.
Is that so? I've been...
I will.
You two enjoy yourself.
You too, Ty. Now, where's Jill?
Keep them pilgers nice and chilled. I won't have you spoiling another catch.
Well, those Pepio nuts?
How goes the hunt for ingredient?
I'm sure everything we need is somewhere amongst all the... Why don't we split up and see? We'll take a...
All right.
How about you look for the Pepio nut? I'll find the other things we need. We can meet...
Up! You'll not find a bruised... Fresh cuts! Come and get them before they go...
You haven't much, but you're free to look. Ah, yes. Good day. All anyone ever wants anymore is a water crate. How am I supposed to make a living?
Oi, don't touch anything. If that's what you want. Thanks for nothing.
That's everything. Let's see how Jill's getting on.
Did you find everything?
I did.
Garlic and Pepio nuts. Now all that remains is for Harpocrates to somehow turn all this into what... But before we head back, would you... Thank you for asking me to help you today.
It does. It's good to get away from just being here. Do you remember walking down Market Street in Rosalith, taking in the sights and smells?
How could I forget? What with Torgal's and... Remember how his nose would prick up at the scent of sausages? We wouldn't catch you now, would we, boy?
Was there anything you wanted to buy for yourself while we're here?
There was, yes. Well, sort of. Molly in the kitchens told me about a place that sells particularly good pies. Thought you might like to share one with me.
I would. Thank you.
And I saw some bread. Big white cobs like the baker back in Rosalith used to make. What do you think? I thought we might get some soup to dip it in. But then I tried a slice of the butcher's dry-cured ham, and it was just... oh.
You all right?
Sorry. It's just... you're right. I really do feel like a child again being here with you. Clive. Is it wrong of me to enjoy this?
No, Jill. This is how life should be. And it's how our lives when we can live on our own terms.
Thank you, Clive. Well, I need to give these ingredients to Harpocrates. I'll see you at the hideaway.
Take care.
I will.
I wonder how Harpocrates is getting on with the moon dew. How's work on the shielding progressing?
Well, very well indeed. And I was just explaining to Tarja how now that we have all the ingredients...
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few
What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway. Under the...
Apparently, it'll be ready.
Thank you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary?
Of course. Oh, and Clive, thank you. It was not.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the moondew are ready, it will merely be a matter of followed by a rigorous process of test. Perhaps someone ought to walk.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Arbok. Well, I'd better go and give Mid the good news then.
Oh, I'm never drinking.
I went up to give some greens to the chocobo.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mitt, but you'll be pleased to know that work on the...
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that he's supervising the construction and testing of the...
Brilliant. I knew...
Don't thank me.
Right then, better start working out how to do the Black Hammer.
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck.
On my way.
Oh, and bring me the biggest salmon you can find. This is gonna require...
It's finished. It's finally finished.
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my...
Thank you, Clive. Black, that's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build...
Good luck to them, mate. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in,
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the twins turned black... That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that, and I'll do everything I can to get you what...
All right. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her sod our plans. I'm trusting in you.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's...
He'd be proud of you.
You're gonna...
I was.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up.
All right.
Aye, aye, Cap...
Is that the thing Tomes helped?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
He cracked the crystal too? You're joking.
I got your note. You think something's wrong?
So you can read. But I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something he used to love, didn't like. You've not been working.
No harder than you. Is that it, boy? Do you need a rest?
What was it you said?
That's what
Then maybe
I suppose that perhaps...
instead of every.
Lawsman, I need to ask you about...
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so. But according to Lady Karen, she says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something to do...
I rather think she might be. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones, and I see no reason why a frost wolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is if we assume that his newfound magics require... It may frost as to where one might find a suitable substitute. Some Anton...
I don't recall of...
And the...
Even so.
Good hunting.
Well, it's certainly quiet. If I were a giant antelope, it would seem like just the place. I doubt we'll find one bigger than that. You hungry, Torgal?
I'm hurt, Torgal. Get him. Now, Torgal! Get him! And another! Stay down! Over here! This one! Kill!
Now. Will it... I say that answer, which means we owe the lawsman. We'll just... Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you've got your appetite back.
I noticed you and Torgal had gone off somewhere. So, Molly's leftovers weren't good enough, eh? That'll teach me for treating you like you... All right, no need. Now we know what you're after, I can see about...
Speaking of which, I brought one for late.
You can, aye. In return, you can thank Tomes for...
I was just on my way.
The nobleman who visited.
Ah, were you able to...
We were indeed, lawsman. You pointed us in exactly the right direction.
Very good.
Lady Karen sends her thanks, by the way. For your...
Ah. But that reminds me. Do you recall our conversation concerning Lady Jill's role in...
About how she somehow woke the...
Precisely that. A reasonable conclusion, I thought. But what the Fenrir of legend served Shiva, and while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the records imply they are somewhat...
What are you suggesting?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one. Consider that in addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal companion to you. In short, the icons hitherto near at hand, or should I say, and that number has only grown as the realm's dominance have fallen to you. One can but speculate as to how all of the...
He has seemed more fierce of late.
And if I am not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still. We...
Oh.
Ah, you'll be pleased. And while, of course, for which I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before. Now this, I believe you will find most interesting. If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it. You are always welcome, Clive.
Is that the thing Tomes helped with?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
All right, Clive. Asterix. Mid finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the twins, has she? I swear, that girl... No excuses now, though.
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take.
She said that? In those words?
She...
Clive, were you born yesterday or something? She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid. Obolus.
Yep. You in a hurry and all, are you? I offered to take her across, but... but anyway, I got a letter for urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand.
Thank you, Obolus.
Don't mention it.
What tidings, Uncle? Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset?
Well, but next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Gotta admit, the dirty work was kind of fun, just like when we built this place. Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. It wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after he asked for...
Gav will be leaving with me. Will you mind the place while
You can count on, but just be sure to give Sid and the others my regards.
Oh, by the way, she's got some...
I hope she... Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. But if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Cooker is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The Blight marches on. And soon, there'll be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan.
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot. There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders past and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav?
Already on my way, Captain.
Be careful.
Aren't I always?
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
How are you feeling?
Better. Thanks to Taya.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Torgal helped too. Didn't you, boy?
This used to be a trade route for merchants crossing the Scars, till the Republic laid a new road wide enough to let wagons pass, and all official traffic moved there.
Leaving this one for those living outside the law.
Indeed. I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail today.
Torgal! Now, Torgal! Torgal, kill! All yours, Torgal! Torgal, kill! Sickle! Over here! Get him! All yours, Torgal! Torgal, kill! To me, boy! Well done, Torgal. Now, Torgal! Over here! Attack!
So what do you think?
That we'd be lucky.
Oh.
Well met, friend. My brother and I...
How does...
Oh,
We've...
each...
You've clicked
that record.
You...
I'm not sure I trust those two. But if there are bandits lying in wait, I should probably take care of them.
Look lively, you lot. We've got guests.
These must be our bandits.
Stay down! All yours, Torgal!
That's them dealt with. Now, where's that cart? Getting all of this out of here will be a nightmare.
Seems we've found ourselves the right man for the job, wouldn't you say?
Found the cart and didn't leave a single bastard breathing.
And how exactly will he be getting his goods out of...
You leave that to us. After all, it'd be wrong to make such a...
You've done your part. And that's all.
There's no need to be so rude. What if we want his help?
I see the Dalmex lag behind Rosaria when it comes to bridge building.
The fallen ruin should hold, at least. The path continues on the other side. So this is Zemeckis.
The land of the gods. It's even more impressive than I imagined. I remember being captivated by the story as a child.
Long, long ago, man was overcome by avarice and challenged the gods in a bid to win their power. The final battle took place here, at these falls. Or so the legend goes. If anyone ever manages to plumb those depths, perhaps we'll learn if there's any truth to the tale.
That the gods emerged victorious and punished man for his defiance by visiting upon him 2 curses.
Dominants and bearers. To tell the truth, I always thought it strange that the dominants and their icons were deemed a curse. Back home, the dominant inherited the throne. They were admired and exalted, not spurned. Whenever I got to that part of the story, I always assumed there must be something I'd misunderstood.
You had a lot of storybooks, didn't you? In your room, I mean. When we were young.
The old legends were always my favorites. Epic battles between gods and men. Father encouraged me to read as much as I could. He thought it good for my education.
You really were a boy like any other, weren't you?
Just look at this place. It's enough to make you believe the legends are true.
I know.
We're not far from Boklad. The road will be busier up ahead.
And we'll have to keep our wits about us. Clive? Something wrong?
Nothing. It's nothing.
I see the reports are true, Father. You have surrendered the throne to Olivier.
I have. Emperor Olivier shall rebuild the Holy Empire of Sanbreque.
How is he to rule an empire? He is but a boy.
I shall advise him until he comes of age.
Father, please.
Or for as long as I am able. The empire we seek to build needs young blood to rule it, and I can think of none better suited to the task. There is other news, Dion. Hugo Kupka is dead, and Drake's Fang destroyed. The pillars of the Republic have fallen. Ere long, the Imperial banner shall fly over every city in Storm. And then, Valisthea. All shall bow before their Emperor.
Father, these are the words of a tyrant.
They are the words of a god. The Emperor whom I gladly serve. Great Grieger, made flesh. Return to your camp, Dion, and ready your forces. It is time to show the world the true power of Sanbreque.
Father. I find you much changed. Is this truly the path you wish to tread? Or are these the ambitions of another? Of Ultima, perhaps?
What nonsense is this? I speak my mind, and my mind only. Though I do owe Annabella thanks for reminding me of certain truths regarding the nature of nations, of rulers, and of the divine.
You will trust the words of this traitress. She betrayed her country. She slew her husband.
You have ever been an invaluable servant to Sanbreque, Prince Dion. I trust you will continue to serve your Emperor in the wars to come.
The canker! Silence! Insolent wretch! You will bend the knee. All else is heresy.
Sire, forgive me.
This audience is over. Come, your Radiance. The Rowena Syndicate awaits your pleasure.
Oh, not another meeting with silly old men. They're so boring. I'm hungry, Father. Can't we have luncheon instead?
Does it pain you that you will not inherit your father's throne?
I have suffered worse.
Count your blessings, Dion. For a base-born child to be chosen by Bahamut is miracle enough. You have risen high on his wings, but you shall rise no higher, lest your impure blood stain the throne.
What do you know of my blood?
The Boklab markets are to the north. We just need to hug the coast.
Infiltrating the Dominion won't be easy with the Imperials on high alert.
No. His Radiance has lost one capital already. We can be sure Sylvester will do everything in his power to hold on to Twinside. His troops are well-trained and increasingly battle-hardened. But it's not as if we can wait for the siege to end. More refugees.
And they're all making for the Crystalline Dominion.
Because they don't know how to live without the Crystal's blessing.
There are no crystals here.
This is where we're supposed to meet Goots, isn't it?
That's right. He said he'd wait for us here after replenishing his supplies. I dare say he'll have finished by now.
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap.
Peaches and pears. Peaches and
Wonders from across the water. Come one, come all. Feast your eyes. Good sir, can I interest you in...
How much? For a measly crust of bread? You won't find any cheaper. Not nowadays. But you're more than welcome to look.
The Empire's unlawful and illegitimate occupation of the crystalline dominion is still in effect. Only those whose business in Twinside has been officially approved by the Republican Army will be permitted to cross the border. All who seek entry are to form a line and ready their documents for inspection.
It looks like we aren't the only ones who are eager to leave.
And they're checking everyone.
Can't you make an exception? Not for the likes of you.
We won't get through without that pass. Let's go in and find Good, shall we? He must be around here somewhere.
Come, taste my peaches. They're sweet as nectar.
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
Oh, Good.
Clive, I'm...
Slow down, Goods.
It's me trader's pack. We cannot ride the caravan without...
Do you remember when you last...
It was in my pocket a minute ago. Then... Here.
You wouldn't surprise.
So?
I know where. No.
Where do we find?
She's the only...
No time.
You... I'm...
Let's keep an eye out for this red chocobo, then.
And the other on our purses.
To the checkpoint.
Out of my sight, wretch. Well met. A fine choice. You're welcome anytime.
Looking to hire a coach? It's 10 million for a two-birder to the Crystalline Dominion. Take it or leave it.
Oh, we're not here for that.
Then I bid you good day.
Oh, wait! Don't go, El. He's me mate.
As I live and breathe. Goots, what are you doing back in Bocklad? I gather Lady Karen didn't send you. So what trouble have you got yourself into this time?
It's me trader's pass. It got stolen. By a little bairn.
Of all the... You're the size of a marble. Honestly. Ugh. Goots told us that you know the markets well. Might you have an idea which little bairn could have done this?
We don't intend to punish them. We just need our pass back. Then, we can be on our way.
I see. So neither of you has a trader's pass either. Not that anyone would take you for traders, but I suppose that's why you came to me, correct? Now, I can't say for sure who took your pass, but I suspect I know why they did it. Let me explain. Ever since the Fist marched on the Dominion, the Republic has been clamping down on any commerce that might aid the Empire more than it does us. Which means traders' passes have gone from being merely a way of easing one's progress to being essential if one wishes to cross the border at all. And with demand outstripping supply, they've become a precious commodity, leading some to seek to acquire them by less than legitimate means.
So the children are stealing passes to sell on the black market?
Yes, and no. Passes are inscribed with the names of their owners, and yet none of the victims' names have appeared on the register of those passing through the checkpoint.
Which means?
That someone is doctoring the stolen passes. The same someone who is encouraging the children to steal them. And the same someone who has Goots's pass, no doubt. Whoever they are, they're ruining the livelihoods of honest merchants, which is why we've decided to take a stand. Will you stand with us? You want to get your pass back, and we catch you.
Is that... Or... Club.
The proprietor of the furniture maker.
Jug of snake spit for the road.
The caravan stops next to the check.
Juicy pears! Slate your...
Are you the furniture?
Looking for something? Ah, I know he's collared you too, eh?
She told me you were leading the hunt for the pickpockets.
For one, hard not that they'd be... The thing...
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
You should come with me to the Dominion.
Fish, can I...
Is full a few, perhaps.
They're all looking for a new start in the Dominion and beyond.
All right then. Questioning children. How hard can that be?
Remember when half the people coming through here were...
Come, taste my peaches! They're sweet as nectar!
Excuse me.
Can't stop you.
I was just wondering if anyone has asked...
Anything you grown-ups ever ask us to do is shut up and go away. So guess what I'm about to tell you?
Sorry.
I'll take the large one.
Do you...
What do you want?
What I want is to know who's asking children like you to pick pockets.
I don't know. Nobody's asked me. What's picking pockets? Do you get paid for...
No, you... So if they come calling...
Finest everywhere from the free cities! All but unthinkable!
Taste my peaches! They're sweet as nectar!
You won't find anything of this quality inside.
What do you want? It's all right. We're not going to... We've heard that some very bad people are making children like... We need to know who's behind it.
I don't know much about it, really.
He's... Do you... He's... Thanks.
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap.
And nasty.
Porter for hire.
That's that, then.
She must have been the refugee camp.
Let's hope he's still nearby.
There are no Christians here. We have to keep...
That big fat dog. He wouldn't have noticed if we'd robbed his boots.
Yeah. Wish we hadn't handed over the pass. Could use one of those things to get out of this dump.
Chance to be a fine thing.
What the... So that was Hans. Jill?
All right.
He can't have gone far. I need to find him before his employers do. Did you? Thank you.
Oh, shit. Cornered.
It's all right, Hansa. I just want to up.
Fine.
I'm looking for the people.
Called themselves the Carstones. They said they'd give me a good gill if I didn't mind, you know.
Huh.
You found...
Jill.
Eloise.
I haven't got your pass anymore, if that's what you're after. I gave it to the Carstones. Whatever you do to me, I can't get it back. Not that I go against them anyway. If it weren't for their gill, me and
Cowards. You will not force another child to do your bidding.
Wait, we're not...
Don't hurt him.
You're making a mistake. We're on the same side.
Like hell we are. That brooch. Where did you get it?
Master Theo?
Goots. What are you doing with these people? Unless you're the ones my sister was talking about.
Your sister? Eloise didn't tell us she had a brother.
And why would she? I'm just a back and a blade. Theodore, at your service. Sorry about before.
Theodore, what do you know of the Cast Stones?
Vultures who have made Boklad their hunting ground. They prey on the desperate, stealing from those with gil and bullying those without it into joining their flock. I'd been looking into their activities in hope of sparing the refugees any further hardship. But it... Hans, if he... Clive and my then real...
Oh, where is it?
So...
What else? You get your...
All right.
Oh. On.
Couldn't if I wanted.
I'd will. Laney's Cleft is to the south, past the camp.
No, you better not have scared any of my birds.
That's that then.
Daddy, I'm hungry.
That's the one who's been sticking his nose in our business.
You should have tried what he's doing. I doubt these were the ringleaders.
But at least we know we're on the right track.
We've got company! That's the lot.
Soldiers.
Not a...
Aye.
Especially...
They don't... No. Oh.
Fuck! It's that guard from Bocklad! Kill him! Kill them all!
Get him! This one! Help me, boy! I'm hurt.
Gold.
Evan.
Look, now we... Oh.
Ah, Clive. How goes the hunt?
Quite the opposite.
So it was the cast stones who were behind it all. Theo told me he'd been on their trail. And their demise solves 3 problems at a stroke. That of the pickpockets, the bandits pulling their strings, and the passes they were stealing. I only hope yours is among the items you recovered. Only time and Theo's return will tell. Speaking of whom, welcome home, dear brother.
You are too... Here, Clive.
I will.
Elle, I've asked our boys to
I would. Don't look so shocked.
I don't understand.
As you now know all too well, we at the Crimson, for a small fee, we be that goods to market.
I was the first my sister helped escape.
I had no idea.
It just so happened who back, wouldn't you?
I would. It seems... So what would you...
It would be.
And the honor.
Here, Clive.
What is it?
Elle has...
I shall bear it.
Well, good.
Right then. Let's get this back to Goots.
And then it's on to the Dominion.
Out of my sight!
The caravan stops next to the
Juicy pears! Slake your thirst without a crystal.
What I really want to be...
Here you are, Goots. Try not to lose it again.
Me pass! Oh! I'll have to say thanks to Elle and Theo.
So should you. You and your friends don't have to...
We do, and we already have. Miss Elle's given us a job shifting the chocobo shit out the stables. It's hard work, and the pay isn't half what we got from the Stones. But if we stick out... And Goots, I'm sorry for stealing...
That's all...
You said you're trained to... Well, I'm gonna be your first customer. I'm gonna save up all my gil and get you to make me a massive...
All right. We have a place on the wagon. Remember, Goots, we're mercenaries. You hired us to protect you.
Mercenaries.
And you remember the plan? You're to ride all the way to Twinside. Jill and I will go with you as far as the outskirts, then find our own way in.
I'll buy that stuff I need.
Right. And we'll scout out the Imperial's defenses.
There's a square with a big bell tower right in the middle of town. If you get lost, or out goes wrong, we can meet up there.
All right. Let's go.
I see. And you're quite certain your father has no knowledge of Ultima?
I am. I have no difficulty believing a sinister force has come to exert an influence on Sanbreque. But be that as it may, it is yet to claim my father. For better or worse, his radiance speaks his own mind.
Then the Fiend works from the shadows.
I confess, when first you told me of this Fiend, I had my doubts. And more than a few at that. A beast that labors to plunge Valisthea into turmoil, all in pursuit of your brother. But that wound is proof enough that evil is afoot.
Then I have your answer, Your Highness. You will join me in my fight.
I cannot. Not yet.
Your Highness, please.
As you are aware, the Dalmekian army is at our gates. They have lost their mother crystal, and with it all hope of a negotiated withdrawal. It is but a matter of time before they invade. If Bahamut is not here to meet them, my people will be slaughtered.
Though not by Hugo Kupka, thanks to Ultima's machinations. I know the fate of your people weighs heavy on your conscience, but if we do not put an end to Ultima's plans, they shall face a far darker fate. The chaos he would wreak would sweep all of Valisthea into the abyss. The lives of every man, woman, and child in the Twins are at stake.
I believe what you say, Phoenix. But I have duties of my own, and I must discharge them. Come what may. What do you know of my blood?
I know that it is wholly unworthy of the highest offices of state, which rightly belong to those of purer breeding. Alas. Your bloodline runs through the Oriflamme gutter, from a whore who weighed her child's worth in gil.
Have you threatened my father?
Of course not. I merely whispered in his ear that his mongrel son is plotting a rebellion.
What?
Sylvester listens to the words of his astrologers. And they have ears too.
You have been feeding them your lies!
Should you remain loyal to Emperor Olivier, his radiance may yet crown your head with laurel, and not with tar.
Fork-tongued witch!
In consideration of your long years of service to the Empire, I shall forgive this uncharacteristic rudeness. Now hurry and make ready, Your Imperial Highness. Emperor Olivier expects much of you, Dion. Or should I say, of Bahamut. May your fire reduce his enemies to ash, till all of Valisthea bows to its rightful ruler.
There is another darkness that has taken hold of Sanbreque. And until its grip is released, the flames of war shall spread ever wider, just as Ultima wishes.
Forgive me. My family has caused you much grief.
You are not her keeper, Phoenix. This is a matter for the Imperial household now, and as a member of that household, it falls to me to resolve it. At such time as that is done, what strength I have shall be yours.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Let us take to the skies together, and bring a new dawn to Valisthea.
I should like nothing more.
Terence, My prince. Tell me true. Do you believe what I'm about to do is wrong?
We dragoons have but one leader, Your Highness. And we shall follow him unto the very end.
Thank you. And this is my decree. For their crimes against the crown, the traitorous Annabella and her usurping son shall be put to death, and the Empire restored.
What do you think you're playing at?
What's gonna stop you getting eaten by a fucking wolf? That's what. Come on.
One would never guess that these people stood on the brink of war.
They're afraid. They turn to drink to forget their fears.
Anything you want to forget?
The harbor is empty, and half the market stalls too. The city may seem peaceful on the surface, but it's balanced on a knife edge. Were we to give it a nudge, it might be just the distraction we need to reach the Mother Crystal.
I thought you might say that. We should send for Gav. We'll need someone to keep the fires we start from going out.
And we can busy ourselves scheming until he gets here.
I'll send a Stolas then.
What is it, boy?
What's happening?
I don't know.
Torgal!
This way.
The city's on fire.
I'm sure Goots is fine. He'll be making for the square.
The one with the bell tower. In the middle of town, right?
Any guard, watchman, or sentry is to be slain on sight. Spare the citizenry.
Those were Imperial Dragoons.
What in the hell is going on?
Let's go and see.
Right. But first we find Goots.
I just hope he's all right.
You there! Identify yourself!
We have to.
Stick 'em! Now, Torgal!
There's no doubt about it. They're Dragoons. What is this then? A civil war? Never thought I'd be glad to fall into a sewer.
What of the men and women in the market? The evacuation.
There it is. The bell tower.
Right. Let's go. A goods lift.
Defend the gates!
Hold on, kids. We're coming.
Get him!
Can you see him anywhere?
It must be one of the Dragoon's pets.
All yours, Torgal. To me, boy. Now, Torgal. Over here.
Over here, Clive! Are you alright?
Goods, there you are.
I didn't know there'd be a dragon.
All right, let's get out of here.
Oh!
What now?
Is that Mother Crystal's heart?
What the hell is it doing up there?
Your Highness, don't do this!
We must leave. Now, Your Grace. I beg of you.
This is not what he wanted. Something's happened. Forgive me, Yod, but I must put a stop to this.
Your Grace!
So, what do we do now then?
We destroy the heart.
But he might come back!
As soon as the flames die down, the Imperials and the Dalmex will move in. This may be our only chance.
And Bahamut has gone for now. You should get as far away as you can, Goots.
What? And leave you lot in the lurch? I can't do that. If you're staying, then so am I. I packed everything up before I made a run for it, so if there's out yous need, just ask. But I won't be giving it away for free. Nana'd never forgive us if I did.
Thank you, Goots.
What can I do for yous? Welcome to Goots's Toll. All done then?
Drake's tail is right there, Clive. It's time to free Storm from the Crystal's curse.
Oh, it's past time. But remember, Bahamut is still out there.
And I dare say we'll be seeing him again before the night is done. No more roads.
We'll have to find our own path.
Do you feel that, Clive?
Ether. Just what we need. Another flood.
We've already turned them.
And there's no reason to hold back.
There must be a way to climb up. Dangerous.
Fuck. Hold on, Joshua. I'm coming!
We have to save him.
And we will. We just need to keep moving.
Again. Not now. Fire! Stay down.
then so should we.
Those the council chains. How are they still standing?
I don't know.
He'll be all right, Clive. He's a survivor.
We're getting close. Like somebody doesn't want us getting any closer.
I don't care what it wants.
Neither do I.
darkness. We have to end this right now.
These beasts, they're getting stronger.
We can think about them later. Right now, there's only one thing we need to focus on.
The heart.
We might be able to get up through the building.
It's worth a try.
Quiet. There's someone up there.
Is someone there?
Mother.
It's you.
What happened here?
He tried to take him from me. Oh, my boy. My darling. Darling boy.
Is this the child you made with the Emperor? Why, Mother? Why did you betray us all?
You have no right! Answer him.
We took you in, savage. Show some respect for those who raised you. Honorable Elwyn, always thinking of his precious homeland. But what worth is a homeland in a world beset by the Blight?
Father did not seek to protect his country. He sought to protect his people.
A leader's duty is not to protect his people. It is to protect the source of his sovereignty. The noble blood that runs in his family's veins. So long as this bloodline remains unbroken, what does it matter if a nation falls? One can always found another. Unlike him, I did my duty. I preserved my line. I bore a son of the noblest blood, to whom the whole world might kneel. That is why I gave Rosaria to Sambrek, that I might join my line with the Lesages and birth a savior of this benighted land, blessed by both Bahamut and the Phoenix!
You sold your country for a child.
Why did he need another? You had Joshua.
I had nothing. You were always your father's son, so very strong and bold and daring, and yet you failed to awaken. Would that Joshua had been granted 1/10 of your strength? Oh! How the nobles laughed that Elwyn's firstborn was surely the son of a concubine, and my own, not long for this world. The shame of it! The shame of being slandered by one's inferiors! How could you ever know how that feels? It should have been you! Why didn't the Phoenix choose you?
Joshua's every waking moment was spent trying to shoulder the burden that you and the Phoenix and the Duchy foisted on him. That's why I became his shield. To help bear the weight. But what did you do? You betrayed your own blood and surrendered your son to his fate!
Joshua. My darling boy. I never meant to hurt him. The soldiers' orders were clear. He was to be spared. Why did you survive when the only one I truly cared for died?
What? Have you not looked out of the window? Joshua is here! The Phoenix lives on! He's battling Bahamut as we speak! Joshua! Wake up! I am a shield of Rosaria. And I will do my duty.
What are you...
you're sure? What now?
This is drinking the ether.
We have to stop him. Stronger than this. Come on, Ifrit. Show us your true power.
Joshua! Dion! Joshua!
Clive! My brother. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
You're alive. We both are. Nothing else matters. I never dared hope that I would see this day.
Reunited at last.
Jill.
This is for my father! It is done. The demon that would tear our house apart is no more. Father.
The Mother Crystal. It's collapsing.
Right. We need to leave. No. Wait. I owe him a debt.
Fine.
You there. Tell me what section.
Little as you. Don't reinforce the walls. Situation. Report, Captain. The fires have spread.
Can nothing be done to call them off?
I regret not, Your Radiance. The Dragoons answer to none but His Imperial Highness. The Council is powerless to intervene.
We're hearing reports of rebel
Madness is this, Dion.
throughout the neighboring districts.
Focus all efforts on extinguishing the fires around the capital. The city can wait.
What about stocks of weapons and armor?
Don't dally, man, go!
Your Radiance.
Are the doors locked?
And I want you to find out
Make sure the doors are
our
locked.
next move.
By the light! Dion, have you taken leave of your senses? Call off the Dragoons at once!
Fear not. The populace will come to no harm at their hands. I am here to save you, Father.
Save me?
A creeping darkness hides in the heart of Sanbreque. It stems from your wife, the traitorous Annabella.
Not another word, Dion.
Father, though you may not see it, the darkness has taken hold of you. It has made you forget yourself. But I bid you remember, there was a time when you ruled not with cruelty, but with compassion. Why now do you turn your back on your people? Why now do you seek to stoke the fires of war? You too have borne witness to this change, Your Eminences. And you know, as well as I, who is responsible for it. A puppet now sits upon the throne, but cut his strings, and the Master loses the power!
What?
Dion, you bear steel before your Emperor? Guards! Take him!
For every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. Those were your words. But when the last of your citizens has fallen, and all of their homes have been reduced to ash, what will become of your empire, of its rulers, of your god? As the Mother Crystals crumble one by one, and the Blight sweeps in to claim all that we hold dear, our people look to their Emperor for protection. Yet he labors not to secure their futures, but to seize what is left of the twins for himself! Even if it should come at the cost of everything his loyal citizens have labored to build!
Dion, you must understand.
A small price to pay, is it not? You've been blessed with great power, Dion. Enough to win me the world. So go, claim Valisthea for me, brother.
Dion.
Gods! Gods!
Father.
Poor father. How he doted on his children. That he would die to protect me was plain. It was but a matter of when.
You planned this?
You did well to endure so long. But you broke in the end, as I knew you would. And now Muthos approaches. Put him to the proof. I would see if he breaks. Go, Bahamut. Kinslayer.
Not again.
Brother?
It's a long story.
You cannot stay here, Mother. Come. Take my hand.
Get away from me! This is all just a dream, just a bad dream! You will not take me, Shadow! You will not take me!
Mother.
If it is consciousness that weaves your wills together, consciousness that blurs the boundary between your own will and that of others, then we shall set you apart once more. The ties that bind you shall be severed, and humanity return to its proper place. By primogenesis shall a new age of reason begin.
Relax, Your Majesty. Don't you want to play? It's been a long time.
If
That is your wish.
Men, you are as meek as all the others.
Such feeble creatures. Gifted the power of icons, yet slaves to fickle emotions which usher you to your doom. And so you bind your fragile wills with strands of consciousness.
The wretched handiwork of a wretched people.
The sons of fire were united at last, and for but a moment their flame burned bright. Soon Muthos shall become our perfect vessel.
And then shall the world be remade.
Not before the bonds are severed, of trust, of respect, of love. Only when every strand of consciousness is cut away, may Muthos return to our side. By primogenesis shall all be undone. Mankind shall be rid of his wretchedness, and Muthos of his will. But while he yet clings to it, he has the power to forge bonds anew. And so we bid you, find Muthos, and sever every one.
To destroy that which has no physical form. You ask the impossible.
There is nothing your black blade cannot cut, Odin. We shall unite with Muthos and bring forth a new world. So long as our vessel remains unclaimed by humanity.
It shall be done, Master. My will is yours. Mother.
How is your brother?
Asleep, since I returned from the Dominion. Taya says he should be back on his feet soon enough. For a while, at least. She discovered something on his chest. A swelling, circled in stone.
The curse.
For every mountain we climb, another rises up to greet us, doesn't it?
It's never ending. Even the sky seems to have grown tired of it all. if I disturb Joshua. While he rests,